Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I have been wanting to film this video, or we said we were going to film this video for
years.
a year. We wanted to share with you guys our engagement story.
The beauty and the beast of it.
I know, I want to share this like perfect, blissful engagement story. It was really good, but had a couple of hiccups in it that didn't make it go as beautiful as it could.
Like much of our journey, it's about the transparency and how we can also encourage you that if your engagement didn't go perfectly well,
your marriage
marriage can still thrive and you're not alone. How about we start with the really quick backstory that we fell in love with each other in college.
Mm-hmm.
We met our freshman year, started dating our sophomore year, and then stayed with each other ever since. We've been together now 10 years, been married for 7. Can they hear me tapping?
Yes, stop tapping your foot.
Oh, stop tapping. I'm going to marry this girl, and I want to be with her the rest of my life. And my buddy Ryan said, well, how are you going to ask her? And I said, I have no clue.
If you want to hear more of our dating story, you can go back on our videos that we posted on my channel a year ago. Sorry, you were saying about Ryan.
So guys, this is it. I'm going to just go start looking for a ring and plan this whole thing out. And my family had this amazing but stupid idea that they said, listen, your engagement can be good, but don't go overkill because the dates that you've been doing are like you're gonna start here and then you're just gonna start going down here and then your life's gonna become a disappointment.
He said his family, one person in his family, and it wasn't his parents, wasn't my parents, it was an extended family member.
Okay, narrow it down more so that they figure out who it is.
An extended family member that you guys haven't seen said it.
So anyway, basically they said, if you reach for the stars, it's only going to go downhill from there. So they said, just make the engagement just like any other date.
Simple.
And I was like, I want to do this thing big, and I want to be extravagant and creative. And it was simple. And I later found out that the simple of our engagement was nice.
No, it was cute. And I mean, it's better than...
It was cute is a nice, silly way of saying, I like you, but I don't love you.
You want to share getting of the ring or just how the engagement went? You worked all through college and got me my ring.
You don't even like the ring.
I love it! There were parts of the ring. The top of it is very sharp.
Guys,
so for a couple of years...
Let's just say this, friends.
Let's be real.
No, let's be real. We have an awesome marriage. Yeah. We have the best friendship, romantically, physically, sexually. We have a wonderful life.
Great marriage.
Our engagement and wedding ring choices just weren't perfect, and that's okay.
The family member was right. It all went up from there, right?
Yeah, it's gotten better.
It's gotten better.
So maybe Uncle was right in his thinking. So here's the story.
I was at home with my roommates, best year of my life, best roommates. I was there, and Philip swung over and let me know that, okay, you have an hour to pack. I'm taking you on a trip.
How is this not awesome?
It's stressful.
I took her on a train ride from LA to Santa Barbara. So
an hour was a little stressful. I had been scrubbing the house all day. I'd been cleaning the house, so I was sweaty. I needed a shower.
All of her friends knew this, by the way, so they were kind of helping her without her knowing. Okay,
well, then they should have said, don't clean the house today. Go get ready. Anywho.
Drove to the train station, Pasadena, California, and took the...
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Right?
Oh, yeah, because we lived up there.
When are we married?
I don't know.
What was our anniversary?
I don't know. I ask you. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
So we went on a train station in Pasadena, California.
That was really cute. I like train rides.
I thought it was cute too. And we played cards and we talked. I was confident. I was like, there's no way she's going to say no. Who's going to say no to being married to me? But like, at the same time, I was like, I didn't know how it was going to go because I didn't scout the area. I had only had Google Map pictures from a friend of ours that was going to meet us up there.
My previous roommate from a couple years before, we were going to go up there and we were all going to stay together. They were going to a family reunion and we were just going to go there so we could hang out a little bit.
And every time she'd be like, why are we going up here? I'm like, because why not? We're in college. So
it was
she
had... I wasn't suspicious because of the train ride.
You know what I think?
I only got suspicious a little bit later.
I think while we're talking and telling this, you're processing and realizing what an awesome guy I am.
He's very...
So I had locked in, if you guys ever had those moments where you hear one thing that they like and you literally write it down or you say, I'm going to save this for a rainy day.
Yeah.
I never ever forgot. They spit in your face.
Yeah.
I never ever forgot that Cadario, this Italian restaurant, pasta bolognese, right?
Yes, yes.
And so she said, I want to go do that. And I was like, well, that's great. Took you to the great restaurant.
We get there and it's late at night or evening. And so we met our friends and we all walked to the hotel. We all were in the same room. And I remember Jen saying, oh, we should paint your nails. And that sent up my first, like...
Jen.
Oh, my gosh. Like, is this something? Like, total red flag because, of course, usually you want your nails done when you get engaged. Usually. Because you're going to show off the ring and you're...
I didn't, but...
Philip didn't get his manicure done.
I don't really think about that.
And so that was my first red flag. And not red flag. My first, what do you call it?
Instinct. A warning sign of, like, he's going to bump the question.
Then we wake up in the morning and I remember... Jen was like, do you want me to straighten your hair or curl your hair? Something like that. And I was like, okay, I'm not great at doing my hair. And Jen is, and her straightening my hair, is this something? And so a couple of those kind of started sparking. Because we had been dating for a long time. We had already talked about getting married.
Yeah.
We just were wondering, like, when were we going to get engaged?
Yeah, we had been together at that time a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. And so...
Longer.
Was it?
Yeah.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning.
No. After Jen suggested to do my hair, we all got ready and left.
And no nails.
And no nails were done. Hair might have been pseudo done.
You got that done there in Santa Barbara?
No, just straighten. My hair done. Like, I kind of did it. It was just okay.
Yeah. Alex, you may want to get your hair and nails done. More pictures are going to be taken today than the first 20 years of your life. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. How old was I?
You were 21. 22?
22, because I got married at 23. So I was 22. They were going to go to their reunion. So we were going to go entertain ourselves by going down to the boardwalk area. Yeah. Philip wanted to get bikes.
I did.
And I pushed back because when you have a plan, of course, the other person's not going to go along with it. And I say, why don't we go walk on the pier first and, like, go look? Yeah. And he's like... Okay.
We had a very specific time we were supposed to meet them up the hill at the outlook point.
They were probably waiting.
They were probably waiting for a very long time because you wanted to meander and do the thing that you famously always do. Oh my gosh, I wonder who started that. How long have they lived there? When did they put that there? Yeah. And then we go through every question, and then she started talking about every fish in the sea. And she's like, I wonder how old they are. What's their parents' name? Where's Flo?
The one thing that I wish I could change about that day, when we were on the pier... I turned to Philip and I said, because we have a very open and honest relationship. We tell each other everything. We don't keep any feelings and we like over communicate.
Right. I put my pants today.
No, you did not.
I would tell you though.
That's great. So, when we were on the pier, I said, okay, I feel like you're going to propose today, so just tell me you're not, so I, like, stop thinking that. Mm-hmm. And his, I'm sure, stomach dropped.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're not going to propose today, are you? Well, I was thinking about it. But I'm going to go and tuck this ring down deeper in my pocket so you don't look. Don't touch my pants.
And I think he said... Oh, I wish we were, we're not quite there yet. Like, I just need to save up a little bit more.
I thought my kind of comeback was pretty sly.
No, it was really good. Because we were on the pier, and I remember looking around thinking, I think that's Jen and Jordan's car. Oh, I think, are they, do you think they're over there going to take pictures? Like, I literally was playing this in my head.
And it was really annoying.
It was so annoying.
Because here I am, and I'm like really excited about this. I have this ring that I think she's going to fall in love with, but she didn't. And then I just am like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the greatest day that she's going to remember for a very long time until she marries me and gets to sleep with me for the first time. It would be obviously, she's really looking forward to that.
Apparently.
So... yeah, I mean, I was just like, when you said that, I think my reaction was like, holy smokes, just like zip it and let this happen.
And that's why I'm saying,
she's a planner.
My biggest regret is that I didn't zip it. From there, we did rent bikes.
We did.
And we rode the bike up the hill.
Right.
To the park.
Right.
Another thing that we weren't expecting, there was a marathon or
yes.
or a
no,
run.
there was a triathlon.
Right
that
in the middle.
Was happening the same day as our engagement, and
like right down that street.
I have to tell you, I knew about that triathlon.
Oh, you did?
I did. I found out the night before when I went online. I clicked on the map and I was like, oh, that's where they're running through. This is going to be terrific.
Jen was going to be in the car taking photos, and I don't know if this was planned or not.
Well, Jordan was going to be taking photos as well.
This is the best part of the whole story. Okay, so...
Wait,
I'm sorry.
You saying yes
that
and
is
me
the
getting
best
on my knee?
Okay, but this is the funniest part of the whole story. I remember walking in and thinking, oh, like, I wonder, like, do we have any food? Like, can we give to that homeless man? It was just like a man laying on the grass with, like, a jacket over top of him.
Yes.
Later to find out that was Jordan.
And
with a camera.
I'm generally the one that will say... yeah, like, let's go and make friends with the homeless and see what we can do and feed them. And I'm probably like, yeah, let's not go there like we normally would, but right now it's not a good idea because there's runners and Speedos, and there's this guy, and there's that bench that I need to get to say, will you marry me? Because that's where all the cameras were pointing at the time.
So we get over to the bench, and we sit down, and at this point, I'm not thinking
she had forgotten that, like, she even... considered that this was going to be a proposal.
I totally believed Philip. Actually, I forgot. Driving up the hill, he was telling me, we're biking over to Color Me Mine.
Yes.
And which is like a paint your mug.
Yeah.
And
it's like a ceramic place.
So in my mind, everyone's going to be so annoyed with my thought process of engagement. But sorry, guys. Sorry. But this was genuinely what was going on in my mind, that we were going to Color Me Mine. And I thought... oh my gosh, we're going to go to Color Me Mine, and he's going to paint inside the bowl, will you marry me, and turn it around. That's how it's going to happen. Because there was a lot of cutesy thought into that.
That would have been a cute thought.
But, so when we're on the bench, I'm not even thinking about anything.
We're talking about the future and how beautiful, and I'm probably like
I don't remember.
Stalling and looking over my shoulder multiple times to see, like, are they ready? Are they going to capture this moment? So then I said, hey, like, I want to tell you something. And then we stood up. And I turned around to you. And I kind of did the, like, I'm going to turn around for a second. And then hit my knee, and I've got the ring. And I got the ring, and I told her something super sappy, which I will never tell anybody in my life except her. She's the only one that will know. I
don't remember, but I remember liking it a lot. I remember the speech was really good.
It sounded like this. Alex.
No, it was long. We're not going to get into that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you guys want that speech in another video, comment down below and like this video. And subscribe.
I was just so caught off guard, and I was so nervous that I'm not super emotional. Right. And so I just thought I was never going to cry, and you were going to always cry.
Okay.
For the proposal. And instead... I sobbed. I just was caught so off guard, and I was so overwhelmed that I just started sobbing.
And I almost forgot my speech because I was shocked that she was crying.
I was sobbing. I couldn't believe it. And then I said yes. Is that how I responded? Of course. Absolutely. I think I said yes.
At that time, I was hugging her, facing Jordan and Jen, and I was like, America, America.
I mean, this video is getting long, but I want to share how the rest of the day went really quick because
Okay.
you had so much poured into this.
Yeah.
I know, and I just didn't appreciate the actual kneel down moment because
No.
I wasn't on a bed of flower petals or candles or some weird
You
thing.
wanted to be on top of candles? That's so weird.
So weird. So we did end up going to the restaurant
Right.
afterwards with Jen and Jordan,
We
and
did.
I was so many butterflies I didn't eat.
Right.
And so we took it for leftovers.
You kept looking at your awesome, perfect ring.
I remember waking up the next morning being
Show
like,
them.
is that still there?
Crushed it.
Crushed it. We train ride home. We went down to your grandma's house and we walked through the door and everybody was there.
Everybody was there.
All of our friends, all of our family. My parents were there.
Yeah.
That I was like, I think that made me cry again.
College
I was
friends,
so
church
shocked.
friends, family friends, neighbors,
Yeah.
etc. One of the biggest surprises of the day was that Jordan actually took a photo.
Oh, that's right. It's getting really dark. It's a lot brighter.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
We're back.
We're back.
We get back in the train. We head back home. Jordan had taken photos and sent it over to my sister. And by the time that we got back to my grandma's house where everybody was there, it was front and center at the beginning of the party. This photo from our engagement.
I was on cloud 9. I wish
10.
I could describe the emotions I felt at. That was the most special part, was the after party,
Yeah.
coming home to all the friends
Yeah.
and family. I literally felt like I was floating. Like everyone was kind of like
I think your
there,
brain,
but I was so.
I think your mind had like shut off from like, oh gosh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then I think you might have been
I
just like,
enjoyed.
you finally really let your
second.
guard down and started doing it.
I kept looking down, being like, I can't believe this. I literally would look at people and I'm like, everything felt like fuzzy. I hadn't eaten. I had no appetite. It was like the best, coolest cloud 9 experience. It was so sweet.
I'm so glad that you
It
said
was
that.
the
Now that you can look
best.
at this video and realize
No,
it was the greatest
it was
engagement.
The best. It was amazing. I loved it. Actually, I love being married to you even more.
Do you like the engagement, our wedding day,
Oh,
or our marriage better?
well, our marriage, because long term, both of those are one day. I like the lifetime. But the wedding day was pretty cool too. So if you want to see that, maybe in another year we'll post that
Oh my
video.
gosh.
Leave it in the comments below.
Yes. If you guys want our wedding video, we have some very raw footage for that. And we'll be happy to share with you guys. If you guys like this, subscribe. If you like this, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Comment any questions that you guys would have for our marriage or anything like that.
Maybe we'll do a marriage advice video.
And we'd be happy to do some of those things as well.
Or
You
questions.
guys, you're amazing. I hope that our engagement story isn't to be compared to yours or the one of yours that might be in the future. Our story is very unique, and so are you. You are wonderful. You are loved. You are adored. You are valuable. And we are so grateful for you, you guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.